that IMI is implementing regarding process and procedures. Indeed, we try to simplify as much as we can. We still have some constraints, some limitation, because we have to follow some of the rules that are linked to our status as community body. But still, it was possible to simplify and to explain to you the simplification that were put in place. I have the pleasure to introduce Nathalie Seigneuret, who is scientific officer at IMI and who is in charge of different projects, but she's also specifically in charge of the coordination of the call for proposals. We have Anna Padrao. Anna is our IT manager, and she has been instrumental in developing the so-called SOFIA tool. So you can say, why SOFIA? It's the tool for submission and the management of the project. And I think that you name it Sofia because it's the name of your daughter, right? So, but she did, I think, a wonderful job in indeed making the tool as user-friendly as possible. And then I told you that we have to follow some rules. So obviously, everything we are doing is closely monitored by our lawyers, and in terms of the legal aspects of calls and projects, including intellectual property issue, our lawyer in charge is Magali, Poinot. So the three of you, I think, will provide some explanations about our procedures and the simplification that were introduced. Thank you.
Thank you and good afternoon. It's always a challenge to speak after lunch, and it's a double challenge to speak about procedures. So I hope we will succeed to keep you alert during this half an hour to present you some improvement in our processes. So this presentation will cover a background to set up the scene, some of the outcome in terms of improvement we have made to our application and reporting procedures. The SOFIA tool will be presented by Anna, and some changes as well in the IMI grant agreement. As a background, the overall objective is that we all aim to is to make sure that IMI as a public-private partnership is truly competitive. And therefore, we have set up a task force with an EFPR representative, the European Commission, and the Executive Office in order to review all the processes and the procedures in order to ensure that we are achieving a truly competitive partnership and to be very efficient in our way of working. So we have looked at all the processes and procedure with the objective to allow conducting within the IMI framework project from the company mainstream research. We have tried as well to look at the objective to reduce the time from idea generation to the publication of the call. We try to reduce all the bureaucracy, whether they are real or perceived, which could discourage applicants for submitting an application. And we have tried as well to look at reducing bureaucracy for the project team during the lifetime of the project to ensure that the time is spent for the conduct of the project rather than filling the forms. So this work was carried out during the second half of 2011, and we completed by the beginning of this year. I will now show you some of the outcome of the work which has been done within this task force. First of all, in terms of the application and we have reviewed the process in order to ensure that it is streamlined from the idea generation to the review of the project. And this aim is to achieve several calls launched per year. And you have seen already that in 2012, we have launched the call 5 in March, the call 6 just recently, and we plan to launch another 2 calls. So this flow diagram shows a bit what we have gone through to see each of the steps, to see where we could streamline and improve the process, but ensuring that we have the correct consultation during the ID generation to the call launch, the review process with the 2 stages review, and the negotiation and signature before the launch of the project. The peer review process has been as well streamlined, but of course without compromising the quality of the review by the external and independent expert. But we try to reduce the timelines in order to make sure that the time for the review of the project is not that long, so that the project selected could start as early as possible. Another improvement we have worked on is to introduce an ethical screening at the end of stage 1. For the potential consortium will move to the second phase to help with the preparation of the full project proposal by already identify key ethical questions which will need to be addressed within the full project proposal. So that will actually help the team to already focus on this aspect of the project, and then that will facilitate a review by the ethical expert during the full project proposal review. Another aspect that we have worked on is to try to streamline and to shorten a bit some of the second phase and the negotiation phase, is to ask the consortium to already start working on the project agreement in parallel of the preparation of the full project proposal. And in doing that as well, to start looking at all the financial and administrative details that will be necessary for the grant agreement to start being completed from this preparation of the full project proposal, so that we gain time towards the end of the process. All this has been already fully implemented within the call 5 and will be subsequently used for the later call. Another aspect that we looked at as well is to try to review, we have tried to review the administrative and scientific sections of the application, both the expression of interest and the full project proposal, in order to ensure that we remove any redundant information which is requested, so that's to help the applicant to fill the information only once. We try as well to structure the information requested and to make sure that there is an alignment between the various documents, so that at least when you start filling a form, that will be the basis for filling the following application for the next stage. So we have worked on publishing new guidance document and template for both the expression of interest and the full project proposal. And all of them are available on our website and are attached to the call which are published. In terms of the reporting, once the project is ongoing, there is a need to report on an annual basis the information to show the progress of the project. But again, here we have a look at the reporting of on all the forms to ensure that they are not only shortened but simplified, but again without compromising the quality of the information that we need in order to make sure that we can see how the project is progressing, but as well for when we are doing with the help of the independent observer, the independent expert, doing the midterm review during the life of the project. So the result of this exercise has been that the production of a new periodic report template, as well as an introduction and Q&A document, which help to clarify the aim of this document, but as well how to fill it and the process behind. The same for the interim review report. The template has been finalized, and there is an introduction and Q&A document to explain as well what is this interim review and what it entails. And again, all these documents are now available on our website, and the periodic report template can be used as of 1st of June. So in summary, we are working towards an electronic live file for the project from the application without the whole life cycle. This is with the aim to avoid re-entering the administrative and the general information several times, and to help to generate automatically some of the information which will be needed for the report. for both the financial and the scientific reporting. We are as well aiming to, in the coming weeks, to have as well, to help everybody in following this life cycle, to reflect that as well on the website for the different calls. So this is as well on the development. But on this note, I will leave now the floor to Anna to present you more about the actual tool, the submission tool.